Give me the ransom money now. Give me the ransom money for this Starscream here. I'm going to terminate him. Give it to me now, come on. It's mine. He's all mine. Oh, this live stream is going to piss a lot of people off. Meanwhile, I'm going to eat some supper. I really wouldn't take this live stream too seriously. If you don't understand the joke, oh geez, I'm pulling a Nerdrotic here with his Captain Spock toy. This is kind of the same thing. Turbo Man is holding Starscream hostage. He is Cybertron's most wanted. He is #1 for the holidays here. Give me your Cyberbucks, and I'm going to terminate him. God, this is going to be the dumbest live stream I've ever done. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. I might not even come on camera. Look at Starscream. I'm going to hold him hostage. I am going to flip him for 400,000 space bucks. Give it to me now, come on. Give me your money for Starscream or I'm going to break him. Oh, Jesus. I should have printed up a wanted poster of some kind. This is going to be the dumbest live stream I have ever conceived of. Hello there, I am Turbo Man. I hope this thing don't fall over. I kind of want Starscream to look ridiculous and helpless. Hello, I am Turbo Man. And I am looking for the bounty for this Starscream. Give me your money now. Give me $160 for this Starscream here, come on. Give it to me now. I am Turbo Man. Get to the chopper, come on! This is going to be a ridiculous live stream, folks. I hope you're ready for this one. I'm going to try not to go on camera. I'm going to eat supper! I made myself penny alla vodka. Notice how I say that. I know in Austria we really don't eat that kind of stuff. But I'm hungry. I made penny alla vodka. Got to eat now, come on! Eat here. I am Turbo Man. I am Turbo Man Schwarzenegger. Give me the bounty on the Starscream here, come on. Give it to me now, come on. Where's the money? I'm going to charge you $160 for this Starscream here. Come on. Give it to me now. God, this is ridiculous. Hello, everyone. I am Turbo Man. And I am here for the ransom for this Starscream because he is Toy Collector's most wanted figure. Give me your money. I'm going to break this Starscream in half. I'm going to break him in half. He's mine. You can't have him. If the scalper bleeds, we can kill it. This is actually a direct response to some Facebook man children that are taking this whole situation just a little too seriously. Especially after that last video I made, some of them are getting so butthurt that, yeah, I have to do what I usually do and, you know. Time to troll! What's up, Biggie? How are you doing? I am Turbo Man. I am holding this Starscream hostage. I will release him for $160 here. Grown men going to be scalping him for so much money. I could buy all the stogies and protein shakes I want. But I'm going to need gas. I need gasoline for my jetpack. God, this live stream is just gonna be stupid. Meanwhile, I'm gonna eat some supper. Come here, kill me now. Come take Starscream. He's all mine.
Let me go, you behemoth! Let me go, Megatron! Save me!
Boy, that Penny a la Vodka's looking good. Help me! Help me now, come on! Help me with the money! And I have children to feed. I have Turbo Man Juniors at home. I have Turbo Man Juniors at home to feed. Come on, give me your space box now. I'm holding him hostage. I'm going to make him into an Autobot. It can't even say Autobot. I'm going to call for pizza on my cellular phone. Yeah, jeez. Oh, boy. Nice bowl of Penny a la Vodka right there. Thank you very much. Homemade, of course. Hello there. Hello, universe. I am Turbo Man. And here in my hands, I have Cybertron's most wanted. Especially for grown man babies that want to complain. I have him. Come and get me. Come and get me here. Come on, kill me. Kill me now. Come on, Bennett. Put away that chicken shit gun. Put a knife in me. Oh my God. Yeah, man babies on Facebook are losing their shit. You got to see the debates going on with the last video I shared on some Transformers groups. One guy is like really intense. And I love the people who, you know, people reveal themselves when you push their buttons enough. Where they're like, don't tell people what to do with their money and all that kind of shit. You know, and then people are like sharing screen captures of their auctions. If I were the fucking admins of these Facebook groups, I'd be tossing these fuckers right out the door. Get them right out of these groups because they're promoting scalping. I don't know how these Facebook owners of these groups allow that shit to take place. If you're outing yourself, you deserve to get booted. See what goes on when I turn it here. I'm going to turn it with a protein shake in one hand and a stogie in the other. Yeah, come on. So this is my response. It's so stupid. It really is. Grown-ass men that are probably around my age throwing a hissy fit. Especially if they out themselves as scalpers and literally stealing from fucking people. Starscream has become the Turbo Man of 2026. He's definitely become the Turbo Man of 2026. By the way, just so I don't get falsely accused of bullshit, this live stream is heavily inspired by what Nerdrotic did with Spock sitting in a chair. Because sometimes you have to make a point, man. And the way some of the people on Facebook are bitching and moaning over fucking Starscream, especially those that out themselves as scalpers, like, all you have to do is push certain buttons and then they out themselves just for shits and giggles. That one guy was proud of selling a fucking Starscream, I think for like $140, and he outed himself on an entire page. If anybody's an admin watching this to these Facebook groups, you guys should ban that dude. Or ban these people that support this shit. Hey, do me a favor. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. That's, shit. Not Commando. Is it Commando? I think it is Commando. Oh, Schwarzenegger. We have to pump the iron here. Yeah, it is from Commando. Ah, let off some steam, Bennett. Oh, God. I had to make fun of this situation. It's fucking crazy. Like, you know, Hasbro's coming through on their promise to get some of these things out to people, and people are getting their hands on them. But you can tell who the truly greedy are in the hobby when they start outing themselves. And that definitely pushed a lot of buttons in some of these Facebook groups. One guy got so out of control, I had to block him on Facebook. I couldn't take his stupidity anymore. Well, who do you think you are? Another one that thinks he owns the hobby. Well, once an individual reaches that point when they actually think they own something that belongs to the public, it's time to out them fuckers. I really should go to my Target. I actually have 2 Targets here. I have one on both sides of town where I live. And if I were to find the Starscream out in the open, I'll give it to some kid. It's just it's been so damn hot out. Today on America's Most Wanted. Is he a robot? Is he a jet? Is he both? We really don't know. Unsolved mysteries. It's so dumb. The whole situation is just out of whack. It really is. And it's funny because more and more that I go on Facebook to some of these groups and I look, more and more people are getting Starscream in their hand, which is great. That at least collectors are getting their hands on these, not some piece of shit, low-life dirtbag. They did? Well, some Targets do that. They tend to reshuffle. You know, don't forget now, we're in the, well, especially in my area, we're in the thralls of back to school. So I know Walmart down here has been shuffling stuff around lately. I haven't been to a super Walmart in a while. But I'm sure if I were to go to my Targets, they're probably shuffling stuff around. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, really? No price tags for the exclusives. Yeah. You know, I meant it. You know, I meant it when I say I feel sorry for collectors, man, that want this shit and they can't get their hands on it. It's pathetic. The same thing happened to me a few times. I made a dedicated video about this last year. I was trying to get Topps Chrome Sapphire, and I had 2 hobby boxes that I bought that came out to $900. The money was taken out of my account. Within like 5 minutes, I got a chirp on my phone, and I got an email saying that my money was refunded to me, that they sold out. I'm like, what the fuck? I bought them boxes within 5 minutes of getting into the queue. How the hell could they sell out so quick? That's why I don't bother. I don't bother ordering stuff from Fanatics anymore when it comes to sports cards. Unless I can get them at my local shops around here, I'm not bothering anymore. Not gonna bother. It's so ridiculous and pathetic. I got to have my Starscream. Come on, Starscream, come on. I have one here. Give me your money. Give it to me now. I'm going to terminate him. I will terminate him right now. Where's Danny DeVito when I need him? No, I agree, Prime. I agree. That's why I've really been touching this issue quite a bit. Because you got vultures out there. They are not collectors. They are not collectors at all. They're out there simply to churn up a profit at the expense of the collector. It's ridiculous. But, you know, I love the justification. Well, if they're willing to pay for it, then that's fine. Well, that means you're part of the fucking problem because you're basically capitalizing on people's desperation, and that's like that's shitty. It's absolute shit. As the Joker would say, ta-da! No, I agree, man. I agree 100%. You know, it's not fair to the average Joe. It's not fair to the collecting space. You know, you got genuine fans that want this stuff, man, and it's like these fuckers are holding it hostage. That's why I'm making this live stream, to show how pathetic these people are. Fuck you scalpers out there. Honestly. You're holding kids' toys hostage. Well, that's why in the Pokemon space, in the sports card space, they're not selling jumbo and hobby boxes anymore with the cellophane on them. And if you go to like Target, I think Target's doing it. I'm not sure about Walmart, but they're removing the wrapping off of these blaster boxes so they can't be instantly resold on eBay or whatever. And rightfully so. I know down here when it comes to certain releases, they do have limits on how much you can buy, which is fine by me. But it's out of control, man. I mean, you know, these days people end up selling and flipping freaking bubble gum right off the shelf. That's what was happening. Even with, I remember this when I was still living in New York years ago. They were talking about banning what was that? Mayor Bloomberg, not to get political, was talking about banning 2-liter bottles of soda. And Hostess donuts were going to go extinct. People are buying bottles and bags of this shit and selling them for like $20 to $30 for a fucking bag of donuts. Can you imagine? People are sick. People are truly twisted and sick, man. People are just out of control. Let me put the rest of this penne into a bowl. Get my dishwasher going. So we are here to make a deal. Are you going to comply with my demands? I'm going to break him. I'm going to break him now. I will break Starscream. Come on. Give me your money. Come here. Kill me now. It's so goofy and so stupid. The whole thing is just out of whack. It really is. It really is. It's out of control, folks. So I gotta make fun of it. It's just so dumb. But it's unfortunate because I'm on the side of the collector on this one. I might be an eBay seller, but as a collector, man, this is bullshit, dude. You know, and every day I'm seeing videos of people talking about this issue. And, you know, at least some collectors on Facebook, they're getting their hands on these out in the wild, which is good. I'm still kind of curious. I should go to my local Target and see if I can snag one. Last year at my Target, they had some kind of Pokemon sets or something lined up. Someone pissed outside and pulled a handgun for cards. Yeah, this happened recently in the sports card hobby. I think Jeff Wilson on his channel and one or two other content creators talked about somebody getting held up outside of a card show recently for baseball cards and all that. Imagine that's the world we live in now. Instead of doing bank robberies and shit, the great American heist these days, instead of silver and gold, we got to go for Pokemon. Pokemon. Fucking child's game. And that's the thing that boggles my brain, is that these things are meant for kids. I mean, yeah, as an adult, they become adult collectibles. We grew up with this stuff. But Jesus, man, like, people are willing to kill each other over these things now. It's sick. People have truly lost their collective minds. $160 for a brand new toy right off the shelf. And then you got, like I said, you got these pricks on Facebook trying to justify it. Fuck you. Fuck you. And I know a couple of them were subscribed to my YouTube channel and then they unsubscribed because I've been calling them out on the regular. Especially the one asshole. And he was trying to justify, well, people are willing to pay for it, well, that's what they're going to do. I have no problem with that. I'm like, well, that means you're taking advantage of people, man. And how these admins in these groups allow that type of shit to transpire is absolutely beyond me. I would never allow a fucking scalp. If I ran a group, I would never let scalpers into my group, ever. Especially when they out themselves as scalpers. And all it took was one YouTube video to piss them off. Well, who are you to tell people how to spend their money? If they're going to spend their money, that's their business. I'm like, well, you should fucking know better. You're a fucking vulture for taking advantage of people, man. Imagine if this was food. Try to imagine if this was food, what these people would do. They would probably hold people up at fucking gunpoint. Yep, $25 for a carton of eggs, right here, come get it. Get the hell out of here with that fucking bullshit. I love it how these people try to justify it. Like again, today I was spending more time and I've been trying to keep my word. Actually, I did some good sales this weekend, where I think I sold, one order was 7 cards, and then I have another order sitting here that I got. It was a Yoshinobu Yamamoto Stars of MLB card, and I had 3 previous orders, baseball card orders today, so that's 4 for today. Plus I sold a New York Yankees jersey. So I did pretty good this weekend on eBay. But I've been endeavoring to lower all of my prices for all of my baseball cards, with the exception of maybe 5 or 6, all the way down to 99 cents. I've been getting questions left and right over at my eBay store for me to take the cards out of the penny sleeves and top loaders and all that to take better photos. And people have been buying, surprisingly. So, and then again, I really haven't comped a lot of my older cards, and they have depreciated. So it's kind of good that I'm doing this, because that gives it opens the door for new customers, you know what I mean? It's good business. Fucking $160 for a goddamn. Why don't I start my own Facebook group? No thanks. I'm already too overly occupied in my personal life, I mean, I do the YouTube thing whenever I want to. My eBay business takes up time, and then, whatever I do in my personal life outside that, I've already got too much going on. But, well, that's what's inspiring me to do this goofy shit, is Nerdrotic. Because Nerdrotic, I think, was trying to compete with, was it Section 31? Was it Discovery? Or was it Strange New Worlds? And Nerdrotic got more viewers recording an action figure of Spock sitting in a chair than the actual show did. I'm like, I'm going to do something similar. I mean, even though I'm talking and narrating this live stream, because it's so dumb. The whole thing is just ridiculous and absurd. It's pathetic. It really is. It's really sad. It's very sad. Very sad indeed, folks. This is what the world has come to. Black market transformers. Can you imagine? There's going to be like Russian. Any new lady friends? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Hell no. I've been enjoying. I've actually been getting a lot done these days, to be honest with you. Oh, by the way, update for everybody. Oh shit. I don't know if I even mentioned this in my last live stream. So I had about 3 big garbage bags filled up with washcloths, shirts I don't wear, some of them with tags, stationery like plastic containers to hold like pens, pencils, all those pens and markers and stuff that I showed in my live stream the other day. Those went for donation. The vacuum cleaner that I fixed, I finally gave it to the social worker's office, and that's all there waiting to be distributed. So, but thank you everybody for you know everything you guys do and the encouragement and kind words and all that kind of stuff. Body part transformers are the currency. Yeah, imagine, right? And that's what I was trying to say in one of my videos. Yeah, let me go pay my rent with a fucking Transformers toy. It's not currency. I mean, yeah, this Starscream right here is as valuable as the individual deems it to be. To me, it's a toy, it's a collectible, and nothing more. You know, and if a better Starscream comes along, I'll sell this one off and I'll get me the better Starscream. That's my prerogative. But, you know, to outright grab something right off the shelf and immediately sell it, that's what scalping is. And none of these people seem to understand the English language. It's the same dopes that say the word often and pronounce it often. And I made that comparison today, and apparently that pissed people off. So, oh well, too bad. Language is language. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. Yeah, go to your bank. Go to your bank and try to pay your rent with a Starscream toy in your hand. They're going to look at you and they're going to call the special people in the white coats to come and get you. It's not real, like Star Wars. Star Wars isn't real. Get over it. It's like, damn. People take shit way too far, man. There's a YouTube channel that actually uploads shorts on the regular, comparing the 1980s to today, how families would go out to pizza restaurants and eat. Meanwhile, today, when you go on a date, everybody's on their fucking phones. You know what I mean? It's fun. Today is just ridiculous, man. This point in time is just pathetic with stuff. It's just out of control, man. They're goddamn toys. You know, but at the same time, I look at this from a collector's point of view. You know, it's not fair. It's not fair to people that want this shit. And you should not have to dole out 4, 5, 6 times more than what these figures are worth. Well, that's why Cool Kicks got busted by the feds, because they were selling off. They were trying to sell off or auction off on Whatnot and these other apps counterfeit shoes. At least they were claiming and alleging, oh, we didn't know. Right out of the fucking train cars, millions and millions of dollars worth of sneakers. They got busted for it, rightfully so. Then they tried to make a comeback and they made themselves look like fucking even bigger idiots. Look at that whole thing that happened with Ticketmaster recently. People are getting fed up with it, man. You should not have to put up with this nonsense. You know, like when the Super Bowl comes around, people buy up all these great tickets and then expect you to pay this fucking third-party, big, fat, ugly, cigarette-smoking, neck-bearded, wife-beater-wearing, trailer park trash, or some of these, you know, below the ass cheek yo-yo B assholes. Yo B, yo, what's up, B yo B-O? A France and a crants and France and France, France, crants, you know, the wannabe fucking Compton gangsters. Fuck these people. The wannabe hip hop stars. The ones that, you know, grab their crotch and have their pants below their belt line and walk like they got testicular cancer, so they walk with a fake limp to pretend that they're tough guys, you know, those types. It's gross. It's really gross. Absolutely gross, folks. It is pathetic. Sorry. It is pathetic. Absolutely shameful. But I could tell because I looked at the avatars of one or two people that were subscribed to the channel. Because I must have touched a nerve with them. They unsubscribed from the channel because I could see public subscribers from my end. And they got so butthurt that two of them unsubscribed from the channel, and they've been going off on a tirade on fucking Facebook. Oh well. Don't fucking rip people off. Don't rip people off. Really sad, folks. Very sad day indeed. It doesn't have to be that way. Unfortunately, that is the way of the world. When it comes to fucking money, money is the root of all evil. It really is. Material possession, all that shit. You know, even today, I just listed a New York Giants jersey that I absolutely love, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fit me. I tried to wear it a couple more times, and it's just overly big on me. So why am I gonna hold on to something? If somebody out there can enjoy it, I'm selling it for maybe like $70 or $80 less than what I paid for the thing. Because it's used, it's mine, and I can do that. But it's not fresh, right out of the store, out of the package, out of the, you know, well, I should say it's not in the box, in the package, with the tags or anything like that. Like, these people are just fucking incompetent. Absolutely incompetent. You know, imagine if you're a family that's on a fixed income and you want to go out and watch like a rock concert or something like that, and you finally save up the money to get these tickets, to some asshole beats you to the punch and then expects you to pay for those same tickets 5 or 6 times their fucking face value. Fuck that. The hell with these people. Sorry, with this one I'm on the side of the collector. Oh, I went down the wrong tube. Excuse me. Mama always said, never chew with your mouth open. That has to go for drinking liquids too. Oh yeah, that definitely went down the wrong tube. Well, my mother's waking up. Just another update. My mother's waking up early tomorrow. I think her and her attorney from DC 37 are going to have a conversation about certain people here on the internet that have been resurrecting my dead father, and as a result, well, I can't really get too much into it. You know, but what this one man and his friends have been doing is going to be answered for. So she's going to get legal advice tomorrow, from what she was telling me, because she saw that last YouTube short that this piece of shit uploaded, and we've been saving it. I've been saving them. My sister's been saving them, and a third party, which I'm not going to mention, has been saving those YouTube shorts and videos. And because now it's directly affecting my senior citizen mother, she's supposed to be speaking to to her union reps in New York, where she lives, to talk about this and see if she can consult with an attorney through her union. You know, I could do the same thing with my union too, but, you know, because this directly affects my mother as a widower, what these fuckers have been doing, resurrecting my dad and attacking me, I'm going to leave the ball in my mom's court. Whatever she says, that's what I'm going to abide by. So, I don't know. What they do is, I'm not sure if my mother uploaded photos of my dad, because those photos, to my knowledge, I've never uploaded before. And they've been taking AI and resurrecting him. So they must have got it either from my brother, or because my brother's on Facebook, my nephew's on Facebook. I know my mom's on Facebook, but they're getting it from someplace. But she's had enough. We had a discussion about this today. I mean, we've been talking about it all weekend. I even spoke to one of my uncles out in Staten Island about this. You know, my mom, unfortunately, has been dealing with a very bad bout of depression because of what this man is doing. She has all of his information. She has his information. I gave it to her. I gave her his phone number, the wife's phone number, his workplace address, which is, what is that? Something Interlock. What the fuck you call that? Out in Glendale. Superior Interlock. Gave her the business phone number. The Masonic Lodge that he used to go to, that I was past tense a member of, gave her that phone number. And, well, the video's down. The video is down from what I've seen. Because I filed another complaint with YouTube. And I filed a couple more complaints with YouTube, but my family's had enough of it. And we're all right now just trying to come to a consensus as to what we're going to do with him and the other two assholes. It's probably gonna have to file a Freedom of Information Act to unmask this Babu Parsec, whoever he is. I'm willing to bet it's this fucking, either this punk kid Joey, or this ex-cokehead that we used to hang out with over at St. Mike's Park. It's one of the two. But that's all going to be, again, I'm waiting for my mom to let me know what happens tomorrow. Like I said, we talked for about a good hour and a half about it. She's very distraught. She saw the video. I know my sister's been saving the videos. I've been saving the videos. And he thinks he's a fucking tough guy because he's got his Masonic lawyer behind him because of the shit that he's been starting. Well, he's been attacking a dead man now for months. And he's been attacking me for years. And finally, we've had it. I've had it. And we'll see what happens Monday. I'm going to leave the ball in my mom's court. She's holding all the cards. She's got all the keys to the doors. And I know they're watching right now, or they're probably going to watch later on. That was the last straw. That last short that Big Mama found, that Big Mama pointed out to me. I saw it, sent it to whoever it had to be sent to. It's been downloaded and extracted off of YouTube. So we'll see what my mother says tomorrow. I think she's supposed to be talking to her union. I think like around 1:30 or 2 o'clock, something like that. And we're talking about a city union, a municipal city union. That's arguably more powerful than my union. You know, I said, you know what, I'll step out of the way. You know, you are the wife. You are, you know, my father's wife. You're my mother. Whatever you say goes. So I'm going to leave it in her hands. But I can tell you she's not doing well because of it. She's watched it herself with her own two eyes. My brother has seen it. Oh, let me tell you, if my brother was... Well, I got to watch because this is YouTube, and I got to be careful what I say because I know how YouTube is. If my brother found any one of these three pieces of shit out in the street, I would be more concerned about what my brother would do. uncle in Staten Island is involved in this as well, and he's got friends. So enough is enough. Enough is enough. He's going to get his ass handed to him. Depends on what happens with this discussion tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But surprisingly, the email I got from YouTube via Google was that he took down that YouTube short himself. At least I believe it to be, because when I clicked on the link in the email, it went to a blank page that said video removed by uploader. So it's too late. The videos have been every video he's uploaded about my father, my dead father, who cannot speak for himself. The voice is that of Dan King. I know that voice anywhere. So Dan King's going to be dragged into this too. And I'm sure Dan's the one making the videos, because it's clearly his voice in these videos. So he's going to be part of this. I handed Dan's information over to my mother, my sister, and an unknown third party, which I'm not going to mention, along with his number and email address. Keep it up. We'll find out what she says tomorrow and what they advise her to do. If and when, whether or not they actually handle these type of things. But they're very protective over it. Like, they're extremely, like with me, with the business agents in my union that submitted the paperwork on my behalf of my 9/11 cases, they were very good to me. But I never got around to asking them, hey, do you deal with this kind of shit? You know, I don't want to drag my union into this. But I know my mom has had legal confrontations with people, and she has brought in DC 37 lawyers into her personal fights. And she's been, let me tell you, man, my mom's got a lot more power union-wise than I do. But enough is enough. All the posts have been screen captured. All of the fucking messages on other people's channels have been screen captured and saved and sent to whoever they had to be sent to. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking, when it comes to awful human nature, this is the best example of it. Scalping a $25 or $29 or $30 toy for $160. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you love that stuff? Yeah, if I were the admin in these Facebook groups, and these people literally are showing screen captures of their eBay accounts showing that they are reselling this stuff at exorbitant prices, they should be banned immediately. I don't understand how these admins allow that to happen. I don't have the time and patience to run a group myself. Nope. But this is sad. This shit is sad. I'm on the side of the collector with this one. No, it's not fair. I agree. It's absolutely unfair. And I don't want to hear about supplying. There's all sorts of rationalizations I've heard from these nitwits and imbeciles. You know, and brainlets. Pick your adjective. Oh, it's capitalism. First come, first serve. Use your imagination. There's all kinds of fucking rationale for ripping people off. You're a fucking vulture. You're taking advantage of people. You're stealing from people. And the worst part is that the people that are actually buying things and placing bids with these scalpers, they're just as much as a problem than the person scalping these things themselves. that these people are so convinced that they have to have the new shiny thing right now. You know, I talked about that in that video, and I know that pissed off a couple of them. You know, and like, again, I could see my public subscribers, and I noticed the two avatars, and two of them unsubbed from the channel, and rightfully so, because it's true. People have to have the new shiny thing no matter what. You know, like all of the graded slabs, if you guys are, you know, you guys have been watching me for a while, I used to have a ton of graded baseball cards. Thank God I sold them all off. Paul Skeens, the pitcher from the Pittsburgh Pirates, is the best example of this. He's been in a slump. His ERA has began to increase, which means there are more balls being hit or being or bats coming in contact with the ball more than ever this season. His velocity has slowed down. And imagine Dick's Sporting Goods paid, what was it? Millions of dollars, I think, or I forgot how much it cost for that one-of-one patch auto from Topps Chrome. And the guy is slumping, and all his cards are dropping in value. Like Ellie De La Cruz, his cards dropped in value. Corbin Carroll, his cards dropped in value. Anthony Volpe, his cards have tanked. You know, Gunnar Henderson, his cards have tanked. Thank God I sold off all those graded slabs when I did. Shohei Ohtani is not going to be a superstar forever. Aaron Judge is not going to be a superstar forever. You know, you got to be careful with this kind of stuff, man. This is not sports cards. It's a freaking toy, for Christ's sakes. Now let's see what happens in the next couple weeks. You know, like I said, for the most part, there's Motorcycle Rum guy again. This fucking dick, 3 o'clock in the morning. God. Three o'clock in the morning with his fucking motorcycle. But I don't know what else to say after that, folks. I think I made my point. You know, if you buy into the hype, you know, I look at this as a sports card guy. If you buy into the hype and you buy into these baseball players or even football players, and they get, like Wander Franco, for example, is the best example of that. Everybody was on the Wander Franco hype train. And then, you know, he allegedly was a PDF file. And everybody that bought his cards lost tons of money. Now, what's going to happen if Hasbro pumps out more and more and more of these Starscreams? What are people going to do? And all these idiots that are trying to sell them for $150, they're going to be sitting on worthless cash. And they're going to have no choice. That's what happened with the sneaker community. I hate using the community word. I don't like using the C word. Excuse me. But all these sneakerheads are getting burned. And for good reason. They're sitting on, excuse me, dozens and dozens and dozens of pairs of sneakers that nobody will buy because people are fucking tired of it. Once the reproduction or repro scene started getting big, and it's still pretty big, by the way, the repro scene, it's scary how close repro sneakers look and replica sneakers look to the originals. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. What's up, Penny? How you doing? And that's why sneaker culture died, because people, the regular people, even like myself, every pair of sneakers so far, I think except for one pair, and that was the Nike Air Jordan White Cements, I paid, I think they were $224 retail. I paid, oh shit, $275, I think, or whatever it was. I paid a little extra. Yeah, Pokemon is crashing also. That's the point in all this. Everybody buys into the fucking hype. People need to stop. That's why the Paul Skeens Mojo Red Refractor out of 5, I'm glad I sold that. I'm glad I sold all of my red out of 5s, the Anthony Volpe. I was correct with every single sale. It was time to get rid of them because I saw it coming that these players are going to be eventually worthless. Unless they make some miraculous comeback like Corbin Carroll tried to do. But yeah, I had to plug my phone in myself. I got to watch because what am I at? 66%? I should actually keep my phone unplugged. Sometimes I keep my phone plugged in, sometimes I don't because I don't want to screw the battery up. But yeah, you can't buy into the hype. If you buy into the hype, that's what causes all of this shit in the first place. Yeah, I called it. I said it, man. The Gunnar Henderson, the Adley Rushman, Anthony Volpe, Corbin Carroll, even the Shohei Ohtani. I've been seeing the prices dropping on the Bowman Chrome. The Bowman Chrome base rookie prices are dropping on that. The Paul Skeens cards are beginning to drop. His performance hasn't been all that great this season, and price is going to reflect that. Thank God I jumped ship when I did. I was right. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. You have to be able to detect and avoid this kind of shit at all costs. So let me just give you guys a bit of an update. Penny, since you're in here too, I know you're interested in this stuff. I was going to make a separate video about this, but because I've been making very recent eBay videos, I'm not going to make a full-fledged video about it, not yet until I yield more results. But this weekend has not been that bad, actually, with my eBay store. So I did manage to sell a New York Yankees Derek Jeter jersey. I did list it originally for $149, but I cut that in half, well, less than half. I sold it for $79.99. And I sold 3 single baseball cards this weekend. Actually, no, that's a lie. I sold 4 of them this weekend. And I did sell the Air Force Ones. And I'm missing something here. I sold the Derek Jeter jersey. I sold 4 single baseball cards. I sold 1 order of 7 baseball cards. And I sold the Air Force Ones finally. So, and it's been a slow grind to transition the rest of my eBay sales over to dollar sales or 99-cent sales. But I've been getting a lot of questions now from eBayers, which has prompted, some of these sales to push forward. I didn't realize how many of my cards are actually overpriced. And that's the problem with having so many baseball cards listed at once, which I'm very hopeful and positive that I'll be able to clear out some inventory and get rid of some of these cards so that this way I have less of it. But while I was relisting a lot of these cards as 99-cent baseball cards, a lot of them were overpriced. I mean, I really don't go to the store. I mean, if I do go to Walmart, I'll walk up to, especially the super Walmarts. I got 2 of them here. I'll see an action figure here or there. Like I picked up, where is he? I still yet to review this guy. Big Convoy. I actually found that up on the shelf fairly easily, but I know not a lot of people are Beast Wars fans. I kind of I've been watching Beast Wars Neo and Beast Wars 2nd. Just because I haven't seen it in a long time. But almost everything that I have, I've ordered online and I've never had a problem. Well, I mean, I have seen a bit of an increase in my sales, and there's definitely more traffic coming to my eBay store. Like I said today, I had 3 separate customers sending me messages and DMs wanting me to take cards out of the top loaders and penny sleeves. Obviously, that's a sign that these particular customers are looking to have the cards graded, which is great. and each one of them sold, which is good. So it's a good sign that the cards hopefully will start moving. But then again, it's Sunday. You know, people probably already spent their paychecks. You know, like I said, I kind of know my customer base already. Most of my customer base is blue collar, mostly around my age, I'm going to assume. You know, and they spend their money usually between Thursdays and Saturdays. I was surprised that today somebody bought that Derek Jeter jersey. I actually have the 4th baseball card. I don't want to dox the customer, sitting right there. As a matter of fact, so that's card number 4, card single number 4 that I sold. So they are moving. Oh, that's true too. But, you know, in all honesty, because of the nature of the cards that I do have over at my eBay store, a lot of them were severely overpriced. Some of them, in some cases, over $1 and change overpriced. So, and I still had a lot of the old shipping rates attached to them, so I had to increase the shipping on a lot of these cards. So it's good that I'm doing this, so I can correct a lot of stuff. Oh, Big Convoy, the woolly mammoth. I haven't seen too many of them. I mean, you know, the one time I went to that Walmart, I think I made a YouTube short about it where somebody actually opened up the box and switched it out for another character and returned it. So they essentially got an action figure for free. And I in my conscience, I couldn't let that go. So I actually brought it up to the cashier at the Super Walmart in Matthews County and said, hey, you guys got ripped off, man. Somebody swapped out this action figure. This is what it's supposed to look like. But somebody stuffed a random action figure in this box. You know, you folks need to be careful and do your research because, you know, people are trying to steal from you folks. But Beast Wars 2nd, I mean, it's a little goofy. It's okay. I mean, once Galvatron is revealed as Unicron, that's when the story really picks up. Otherwise, it's kind of meh. Beast Wars 2nd is not that bad. But once Lio Jr. comes into the fray, that's kind of meh. And then there's a movie, a Japanese-only movie, that came out with Optimus Primal and Lio Convoy. With oh shit, what was its name? Damn, what the fuck was the name of that character? Not God Zarak. Something Zarak, I can't remember. But anyway. They're probably gonna, well, you know what it is? Not a lot of people saw Beast Wars 2nd or Beast Wars Neo. So they don't even know who Lio Convoy is. They don't know who Big Convoy is. They don't know who Magmatron is, and they certainly don't know who Beast Wars Galvatron is. Unless, like, you're a dieharder. I mean, I saw Beast Wars 2nd and Beast Wars Neo years ago. I do have both series downloaded on my computer. So, you know, at least I know what the series is about, but it's just because it was never popular here. They never released it in the States. I got fucking shaving burn and one giant pimple on my neck I'm trying to treat. Oh, by the way, I'm actually applying it using Kurt's Card Care swabs. Go figure, right? Oh, I did already. Yeah, dude, I get them. I get acne like this very rarely, unless I shave and I forget to put aftershave on, which I did. It's just my skin, you know, I got really sensitive skin, unfortunately, so I got one giant volcano on the underside of my jaw, on my right side. Oh, it's fucking painful as hell. So yeah, that thing definitely got the big squeeze. But I still clean it with the... This stuff is really good, by the way. I'd rather use this than anything else. The astringent, it clears up my acne really quick, especially if I get razor burn. Clears it up real fast. Called Dr. Pimple Popper. Man, I watched that show and I want to vomit. Some of the people that she treats, dude, that shit is gross, man. I don't know who's worse. I don't know which three shows make me cringe more. Dr. Pimple Popper, My 600-Pound Life, or Hoarders. All three of them shows make me fucking sick.
Well, I don't know what to do with you. You gained 25 more pounds, and I can't approve you for surgery. I'm going to give you...
And some of these people are just fucking, just so stubborn. Man, one of the best things I ever did in my life was lose weight. And right now, I mean, I haven't touched a beer. This is what, day 8. I haven't touched a beer until I feel like I'm ready to drink again. Because I need to give my body a break, especially after that big party that we had. The body needs to relax after a while. You know what I mean? And I'd rather keep it up. And it's just people are fucking dumb. Like they don't learn after a while. There's no learning curve. Check on that New York Giants jersey I'm selling. I actually gave it one last wash. Yeah, people are just fucking dumb. Like they don't learn. There's no learning curve. Even with myself, man. You know, I'm not supposed to be... I should... Point blank, I'm not even supposed to be drinking beer, but I do it on occasion. And I don't go crazy like I used to because now my body is like a metronome for, oh, not a metronome, a whatchamacallit there. You know, my body's like a musical tuner now. That if I drink too much, like I just get like, I can't explain it. Like I start getting tired, I feel mope-a-dope, my stomach starts to hurt. You know, I'm getting older, man. And especially taking all the supplements and the stuff that I do. You know, my body's more attuned to that kind of stuff. It's just people don't learn, man. They just don't learn. There's no learning curve. Oh, by the way, sugar-free Monsters, only because they were on sale. That'll be the first and the last one of the day, folks. Let me tell you, they taste so different. Oh, shit, oops. Not sponsored, by the way, which I know pisses certain people off out there, but too fucking bad. I just spilled it. It overflowed. Oh no! I gotta get out the shout spray. Oh wait, I forgot. I got Tough Stuff. Same stuff you use for your car's interior. It's actually really good for the carpet. Now, where the fuck did I spill that? Oh, right here. Pardon me while I take a maintenance timeout. Yeah, just a little secret if you guys got fluffy carpets like I got, that yellow and red can of Tough Stuff that you use in your car's interior really works well for carpet stains, I've noticed. I got to shampoo this carpet soon anyways. Break out the steam cleaner. Yeah, that's sugar-free Monster. Let me tell you, without the sugar in it, it tastes so different. It is so different. That's why when I drink these energy drinks, I don't get the shakes. We got a cha-ching, folks. We got a cha-ching. Let me just clean the carpet here quickly. What's Turbo Man doing? Oh, he's holding Starscream hostage, you know? Because Turbo Man basically, Jingle All the Way, basically Turbo Man was being scalped throughout the entire movie, for the most part, or at least part of it. And Starscream here, this exact Starscream is the subject of scalping. So it's a joke within a joke. Turbo Man is holding Starscream hostage.
Let go of me!
No, you're mine. I want 500,000 space bucks for him. Give it to me now, come on.
Megatron, save me!
Well, I did hear a cha-ching. Let me just rinse this out real quick. By the way, this is super strange not being on camera. Yep. Sugar-free Monsters, because they were on sale for like 20 bucks. And I really didn't feel like driving all the way to freaking Sam's Club today. It was just too hot, man. I did that first walk to get my eBay orders out, minus this one that's sitting here. And it was just too much. I almost literally had to cut my t-shirt off with a scissor, because I sweat myself out taking that little walk. All right, let's see what this cha-ching is all about. Hey, what's sold here? See what I mean, folks? That's another one. That's Topps Chrome Lids Mitchell & Ness. It looks like my eyes aren't deceiving me. Probably a Ronald Acuna. And I happen to have found another Gunnar Henderson and Corbin Carroll. So, oh shit. Where are my Acunas? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me print out this order, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Stay right there. All right, I'm back. Oh, by the way, I just noticed, I checked my YouTube public subscriber list, and another one of them unsubbed because they got butthurt that I'm talking about this. It's like, God, man, fucking grown men, like, grow up, man. Jesus, grow up. See, right now, while I'm doing this live stream, I'm making money. It's not a lot of money, but I am making money. So sorry, Turbo Man and Starscream, you need to get out of my way for a little bit whilst I do this. You know what? I'll go on camera here for a little bit. Why not? Oh, put it away, put it away. Oh, jeez. Oh my God, put a fucking bag on that. Oof, we don't want to see that. It's just I don't want to dox anybody here. But yeah, it was a Ronald Acuna. So the sales are starting to pick up a little bit. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but it's making money no matter what. So that's good. That's a good thing. But yeah, I was looking at the avatars on my public subscriber list, and you could tell, like, it's the scalpers that were subscribed to the channel who are so butthurt that I'm talking about this, because it makes them look like jackasses, ripping people off. And these people are so fucking protective over ripping people off. It's like bullshit. You know, here, originally I was selling these Ronald Acuñas for like $2 and change. Now I'm selling them for 99 cents. So I can move some product and make it cheaper for my customers. And that's not scalping. I didn't just take it off a shelf. These are from 2023, by the way. So thank you to the customer who bought this. If you're watching this live stream, much appreciated. Like always, your order is practically fulfilled at this point. I don't want to show the name on here because I don't want to dox anybody. But again, thank you. So that's 5 orders I got for baseball cards today. So it's picking up little by little. It's picking up little by little, so that's good. It's just going to take time. Hey, listen, $1 here, $1 there, $1 everywhere. Yeah, I'm scalping myself. Well, that makes, again, I don't want to dox my customers here, but that is now, 5 of these baseball cards I sold. Single baseball cards. That's awesome. All right, time to piss people off again. That's really what this, that's why these guys, you know, are getting butthurt by me talking about this, because it exposes them for who and what they are. Greedy assholes. Greedy assholes. But it is what it is. Nah. I collect very specific stuff. You know, for example, I didn't get any of the combiners. You know, I could have. In my area, I had all 5 Dinobots, as far as Studio Series is concerned, but I only went for Grimlock. You know, like I tend to focus more on the key characters than anything else. Or I want to say allegedly, like some of the more popular characters, Megatron, Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker, Prime, Cyclonus, Gears, Huffer. I got Ratchet, Ironhide, Blaster, you know, just some of the main line, the bigger names in the line are the ones I usually collect. But, hey man, I'm still making money, that's good. Who's that? Is that next door or upstairs? Well, like I said, hey man, at least I'm making a few dollars here and there, so that's good. That's really good. Oh my God. Well, folks, I think I've made my point. People just need to calm down and relax with this sort of thing. You know, the people that are doing this shit need to be called out. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's ridiculous. It's not fair to the true collectors out there that want this stuff. You see this in the sneaker collecting space. You see this in the Pokemon space. And we're seeing it in the Transformers space. It's sick. It's really sick. And it's not fair to people that really want this stuff. And like I said, I could see my public subscribers and I recognize the avatars. And And two of them themselves were scalpers. And I guess they got pissed off because it's the same guys from these Facebook groups who are throwing a fucking temper tantrum because they're getting called out for what they are. Don't tell people how to spend their money. Yeah, because you're benefiting from it by fucking taking advantage of people and ripping them off. It's stupid. It's really pathetic. Very, very pathetic. No, I think I've made my point here, ladies and gentlemen. It's ridiculous. It's sad. It doesn't have to be that way. It really shouldn't be that way. But, you know, again, I'm on the side of the collector with this argument. You should not have to go out of your way, you know, to get these things. And Hasbro really is the blame for this because they wanted to make a mainline figure an exclusive, knowing that collectors are going to scramble for this damn action figure. Shame on you, Hasbro. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, see, everybody collects the way they want. You know, me, like I said, I go more for like some of the more mainline characters, the front and center characters. But, you know, and that, and plus I have limited space too here in my apartment. I don't have a lot of room for stuff. You know, and that's why my meager little collection that I have, it's always evolving and changing. And eventually I'm going to have to sell off more stuff to make room for newer stuff. So, I mean, that's just the nature of how the hobby works, you know? But, you know, enough is enough, man. So, these two individuals with the avatars that I recognize, I'm glad they unsubscribed from the channel because they got no business being here, because I'm on the side of the collector all the way, man. I'm on the side of the collector 100%. Pathetic. Really pathetic. Well, of course they will. They're going to do that. They're going to make a ghost Starscream. You know, they'll probably put it in a 2-pack or a 3-pack somewhere down the line. And if they can retool Astro Train, they'll definitely retool this Starscream. Hey, look, they retooled Cyclonus. I have Cyclonus up on my shelf right now from War for Cybertron. That thing is awesome as it is. I mean, mine only just started turning yellow. But they're bound to retool it and come out with another one. And the knockoffs that I'm seeing, people are already starting to show photos of the knockoffs. And the knockoffs actually look pretty sweet because they got the big gap filler on the belly of the jet when you transform the Seekers. They have the gap fillers on the side for their rib cages. You can transform their weapons from missile mode to blaster, and they got landing gear in their feet. Why couldn't Hasbro do that? You know? When they came out with Missing Link Optimus Prime, what happened? A third party released a cheaper and probably and arguably a better version of Missing Link Prime. Because the thing is 100% die-cast, I believe. Minus the head and some other features. Well, I made my point here, guys. It's almost 8 o'clock. Again, thank you for joining me in this live stream. I really, really appreciate it, guys and gals. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, I already put my order in with CMD to get the new Cyclonus. The only thing is, I like the head sculpt on the current Cyclonus. The new one looks kind of goofy, but I would have to see it up close to give my honest opinion. I mean, it looks better, but that old Cyclonus, I think, is still legitimate. I mean, we'll see. We'll see when it comes. You know, like I said, I ordered mine from CMD store, so it's already paid for. Just got to wait for it to ship. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night right here. Thank you so much for joining me for this completely ridiculous live stream. You know, this situation with this scalping crap really needs to be called out. I'm on the side of the collector with this. It's not fair to you guys. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to anybody. When anything gets scalped, it's bullshit. Don't fall for it. Don't pay these people. Screw them. Let them choke. They'll end up being like a lot of these sneakerhead idiots that are sitting on dozens and dozens and dozens of pairs of sneakers that they're never going to sell for what they want. So take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care. God bless. Stay safe until the next one. Peace.